Okay, why is the Queen of Heaven hidden in the Bible? Why is Lucifer hidden in the Bible? It doesn't come right out and say, this is Satan, he's going to take you to hell. But it hides it more so. It says, this is the mind that hath wisdom, here's the mark of the beast, and it's the son of Satan that's trying to get everybody to take the mark of the beast. But it doesn't come right out and say Satan's agenda is to take you to hell. It could clearly say that a lot clearer than it does. Why is it so mystified? And I believe that's God saying, I know more than you do. I put it in here for a reason this way, and it's because I know more than you do. And to call it right out wouldn't do the world a favor. Because even Jesus, when he was on earth, didn't always call the scribes and Pharisees out. Sometimes he went through them, walked through them, and sometimes he said nothing. So he didn't always call them out. It wasn't always to the service to call them out. And I think that's how it is in real life too. It's not always to your service to call them out, because see, they're your leaders too. They lead the governments. So it's not always wise to call them out or to say, you know, or to say, you know, that poor girl that you didn't give any money to? Well, she is going to get money anyway. To say that to them would be like slapping them in the face and saying, I don't trust your decisions. But basically, the Bible says that. It says that the poor people will be provided for anyway. Even though there's rich men who would take all the money and not think twice about it. So, how is that? Well, it's because they have houses and they have servants, and this poor girl might be a servant, but servants get paid. So, even though they wouldn't give any money to her if she was poor, they'll pay her for her work. But there's other ways that the Bible sees to help out the poor people, even though Satan's kingdom is the rich people. And it says, though the poor man gets no recognition, a poor man can deliver a whole city. And I believe that's true too. I believe that a lot of times in times past, it's been a poor person who has delivered the city through wisdom rather than a rich person who has delivered the city, even though they got the fame for it. They're not the ones that delivered the city. But I believe that Satan is left out of the description a lot of times for a reason. Sometimes it's because the Bible doesn't want to mock Satan necessarily. Because Satan is hurting too. Strangely enough, Satan has a heart and has feelings too, and is hurting too. So there's a lot going on that God knows about that we don't.